So you're the patient, I'm the doctor. Okay, and saying, okay, come in, please, Mr. Smith. How can I help you today?
Uh, mm, Good afternoon. Actually, my father had a fall
Oh,
yesterday,
right.
and,
Okay. Sorry
and
to hear that.
yes, he hurt his leg. He was he's in real pain,
Oh
and
dear.
my
Mhm.
sister actually took him some Panadine for which
Okay.
really lessened his pain, and I need a prescription for this painkiller.
I see. Right. Okay. Sorry to hear that. So how is he now? Is he okay?
Just as I mentioned, he's in pain.
I
Uh,
see. Right.
yes,
Sorry to hear that. Okay. And this happened yesterday, yes?
yes.
What happened? Could you tell me more?
After coming out from bathroom, he
Right.
suddenly slided and
Okay.
fall and hurt his leg.
I see. Oh, poor man. Did you see that? What happened? I mean, were you there?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Was anybody there to see what happened?
Oh, he was alone.
Okay. Right. And did he hit his head anywhere?
I don't think so.
Right. Did he have any unconsciousness or did he black out?
Yes, it might be because he mentioned that he
Okay.
experienced blacking out.
Right. Okay. Okay. But you're not sure about that. And
No.
does he have any bruising anywhere?
Just on his left leg.
Ah, I see. Right. And that's the leg that is hurting.
Yes.
And is that bruising getting bigger or is it the same?
Uh, I haven't noticed that.
Okay. And is it throbbing or does it have some kind of pulsation?
I cannot say exactly because
Okay. Okay. No worries. That's fine. And what is his blood pressure like? Is his blood pressure okay? Have you checked it?
yes, he actually checked it. He has been checking this regularly, but
Okay.
I'm not aware of the results.
Right. Okay. And what is his
Excuse me,
speech like?
doctor, why is this all of this question? I need just a painkiller to help actually him to feel better.
Yes, of course, absolutely. That is what we want. We want him to be well, and his safety is our priority. And that's why I'm asking these questions to make sure he hasn't had any serious problem. Pain is a warning sign. Pain tells us there's something wrong, and that we need to find out what it is. We just don't want to mask the pain. Uh,
Thank you,
and
doctor, for explaining this. But my father is in severe pain, and he actually is unable to come out of his house and come to this clinic.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I think despite we're very busy today, I will make a priority. I would come and see him at home. And why not I just give him a call and have a chat with him, and then come see him and to make an assessment, to check the blood pressure, to check his condition, and to check his bruise to make sure he hasn't got any bleeding in the muscles, and because he's on warfarin, and he's at risk of bleeding and at risk of bleeding in the head or maybe something more serious. So if you agree, I just give him a call and then I'll come and see him as soon as possible. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it sounds good to me.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Right. So basically, how does that feel when I ask more questions?
Yes.
So when I ask more questions and when I ask about basically what I'm going to check later is the blood pressure to see his heart rhythm, to see if he has any neurological symptoms, to see if he has any other bruises, any changes in the bruising or any pulsation, anything like that. So those are the things I ask the patient, and he says I don't know. And that actually makes the patient think, okay, so I don't know these, so that means that he needs to come and see him. So he will be convinced. Okay, right. So how did we get here? I mean, what principle I am following here? Did we talk about ethical principles?
No.
No. Okay. Uh, the ethical principles we have generally we have four ethical principles, and uh, to remember those, we have autonomy, and we had beneficence, and this one is not actually an ethical principle, but it's a legal duty, confidentiality. But we put it here just as a reminder because, and also it helps with finding a C. And do no harm, and fairness, and justice. Okay. And and why do we need to know this? Because this is our responsibility. Okay. And the most important responsibility we have is to make sure that we're not doing any harm to a patient. Okay. So, and we should not cause, does not cause any harm. Okay. So that's the most important. Then, what is autonomy? So we know, it is A, B, C, D. Yes.
Yes.
Uh, what is autonomy?
Uh, the right of patient to accept or refuse any treatment.
Okay. So we respect patients' wishes. Okay. As long as it is acceptable. Okay. And their wishes are not necessarily what they want. Okay. Right. What is beneficence?
Do the best thing to, yeah, what is the best
Okay.
interest.
What is in the best interest of the patient? Okay. And confidentiality, obvious. And
Yes.
fairness and justice. What is that?
Uh, mm, any do not consider any discrimination between patients in regard to their color, their actually nationality or anything.
Well, no, that is non-discrimination. Okay, fairness and justice here is considering the safety of the wider population or wider community. Okay, so safety. Give an example. Someone who is a driver wants to drive with uh, blindness. Okay, so somebody says, well, no, I don't want to stop driving. Okay. And that is something we cannot allow because it is dangerous for the health of other people. Okay. Or somebody says, well, I want to have a facelift, and basically your insurance needs to pay for it. No, this is something you don't need. But if you want it, you can pay for it. Or somebody says, for example, I want an antibiotic, but they don't need it. And therefore, you say, well, it is not for your to your benefit. It is also can cause you harm, and it is not fair because then later on we will have bacterial resistance, and then we will lose the effects of the antibiotics. And imagine the time that there were no antibiotics. What could we do? Okay, so basically that is the fairness and justice to the wider community. Um, Most of the time we're dealing with A, B, and D, which is autonomy, beneficence, and do no harm. As in this case, and difficult consultations are usually because of the conflict between these principles. Here, what is our principle? The patient wants, I mean, he wants a prescription for painkillers, okay? And what am I saying? I'm saying that, well, it's not going to help him, and actually, it might actually harm him because he might have something else, and his safety is our priority. Okay, and therefore, I need to make sure he is safe, and that is my responsibility as a professional. Okay, and that is something the patient cannot say no to. Okay. Now, if you say the guidelines or the policy says, or I think you said something along those lines. You said that good practice says that we have to see the patient first. Well, I don't care what the good practice says. Okay, and I wanted to say that. I said, well, I don't know about good practice. I don't care about good practice. I just want a painkiller. Okay. Uh, so I don't care about policies. So basically, what we say is, um, what I'm saying is for your father's safety. Okay, so that's why it is important. Okay, um, so basically, in decision making and responding to ICE, what we do, our decision making is based on what? Decision making based on science and ethics. Okay, so we talk about evidence and science and ethics, and that is how we deal with patients. Okay, so if a patient wants something but they don't need it, okay, or they have a wrong idea, then you need to actually make them understand that this is a wrong idea. And you need to say that as a professional, I need to do what is best for Mr. Smith, and I need to make sure that he is safe. Okay? And so that is one type of difficult consultations, not difficult patients. When with a specific, the patient comes in with a specific demand. Okay, so that is an example of difficult consultations. Okay.